Welcome back to the channel, Outlaws and Adventurers. Today, we'll be unboxing and assembling the Minelab X-Terra Elite metal detector. So put on your shades, kick off your flip-flops, and let's get into it. Before we dive into the unboxing, let's quickly talk about some of the awesome features this bad boy has to offer. This detector is powered by Minelab's revolutionary multi-IQ technology, giving you the combined power of multiple detectors all in one. That means that no terrain is off limits. You'll find treasure on the beach, in the fields, and pretty much anywhere else. It's fully waterproof up to 16 feet, so don't be afraid to take this guy for a swim. Plus, with its all-tone audio, you'll not only hear if the targets are trash or treasure, but you'll also be able to gauge its size and depth just by listening. This model also boasts extreme precision with 25 levels of sensitivity and has some pretty advanced iron control settings also. And for those nighttime treasure hunts, this is what's really cool. It's got a control pod flashlight on the back of it so you can light up the ground where you're searching, and a red backlight display. Even the keypad is backlit, so this should really be fun to use at night as well. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's see what kind of goodies we have in the box. Let's get this thing opened up and check it out. First up, we have the user's manual. We'll set this aside for now and give it a review. Here's the shaft, one of them. This looks like this end connects to the coil. It also feels like it's been 3D printed. Pretty sturdy stuff. Here's the control unit, or the head unit. Check this out. It's pretty light. Some ports, it looks like this is where you charge it, so let's see what else we got in here. Get this out of the way. Here's the upper shaft. I like these fittings here. These should be really easy for adjusting and putting it together and taking it apart. All right. Here's the arm brace. Velcro strap, you can adjust it. And here looks like we have the hardware for putting it onto the shaft. This is the charging cord. It'll probably go right in here. Looks like it's actually magnetic. That's pretty cool. Yep. That'll be pretty handy. You don't have any pins that'll bend trying to get it in somewhere. That's pretty neat. Here, let me get this out of here and we'll check it out. We've got all the usual suspects here. The control unit, the coil, the arm brace, charging cable, both the shafts, and an Allen wrench and a little Allen head screw with some thread locker on it to attach this to the shaft. We also have our little instruction booklet. It's like a quick user's guide, but on the website there's a more in-depth guide that'll guide you through setting this up and using it. Now that we've got this all laid out, let's go ahead and start the assembly. Minelab provides you a little quick assembly guide and starting guide. So we're going to start with the lower shaft and be attaching it to the coil. And take the coil, and I'm assuming it doesn't matter whether you put it on like this or you put it on like this. I'm going to have this facing forward. Right here, you've got two little washers. One's going to go on either side of the shaft. This part's going to go right in here. And we're going to unscrew this little nut or bolt that comes in here. Take this out. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, dropped one of them. But they're shaped and they fit right in here. See how that's got like a little tear shape to it? You're going to put one on either side. Just like this here. Pop that in there. And we'll get this one on this side. And we'll go ahead and stick it in here. Then we'll go ahead and take this and thread it in here. You don't want to tighten it up too much, just leave it a little loose so you can adjust it as you're putting it together. In the little instruction booklet, it shows that you put your coil on last, but what I did is I put the coil on first, set it up so it'll hold it while I put it together, make it a little easier for me. Next we'll be taking the upper shaft. You want these to be pointing downward, so you go ahead and do that, and we'll slide it on here just like this. Just like putting an umbrella together. Alright. I'll leave these loose. And then I think next what we're going to do is we're going to take the head unit and slide that on. This will go on here just like this. I really like the feature of all of these little clips because it's fully adjustable. Those seem like those will work pretty good. Now that we have the control unit in place, it's time to slide the armband on. So we'll put that on just like that. And it has a hole in the back, so you can slide this down and it should line up. They also provide you with this Allen head cap screw and a little Allen wrench. So let's go ahead and get that installed. It's got some thread locker on there also to help keep this from falling out and loosening up while you're using it. It's kind of like building a high-tech surfboard that finds treasure instead of waves. Next, we're going to go ahead and attach the cable up to the control unit. So there's a couple schools of thought about that. I've seen where people say wrap it behind so that if you hit something you're not going to damage your cable. But the little instruction booklet that comes with it from Minelab shows it going around the front. So that's how I'm going to set this up. After you uncoil the cable, it already kind of naturally goes this way. So that's exactly the way I'm going to wind this around. I'm going to take this around here, wrap this around here a few times loosely so that you can always adjust it later. Get this turned around here, and then we'll go ahead and get it screwed in here to the control unit. Okay, when attaching this, there's a little notch taken out here, and that corresponds to a little notch on the top of here. So you want to go ahead and line those two up just like that. You should feel it slide in, and then go ahead and give it a tighten up right here. You don't have to go too tight, just snug it up a little bit. A couple more things that I wanted to mention also is the control unit has a vibration feature that you can turn on when detecting metals. The coil also has a protective skid plate that you can take off, and so you can clean behind it if you get dirt or water or anything else behind there. That's pretty neat. It also accepts different size coils that are compatible with other Minelab's units. You'd have to check and do your research for that to see which coil you want for your setup. You also have a port back here that you can plug headphones in, and this unit is also compatible with wireless headphones. Here's a quick shot of what it looks like when it's all backlit up. As you can see, it's got a nice red color that's really easy to see at night and probably during the day, and all the buttons are backlit as well. The little flashlight is located right there. That'll be really handy at night. Now that we've got it all assembled and put it together, we can go ahead and adjust it. This thing is fully adjustable. You can move the control unit up and down. Each one of these shafts you can move up and down to get it set for your body type and the way you want to hold it. So let's go ahead and try to set this up a little bit and get it adjusted. These little clamps, you can lock them down just like that, hold it in place just like that. Just adjust it to your comfort level and you should be good to go. Go ahead and test swing it and continue adjusting till it feels comfortable for you. And voila, just like that, this thing is set up and ready to go. Let's check the beach. Yep, good conditions. Let's do it. Well, that's a wrap for the unboxing and assembly. Stay tuned for our next video where we actually take this beauty out and put it to the test. Until then, Outlaws, lay low and stay tuned.